personal press conference. So I'll have you stand
By the
over
BDC
here.
side?
Yes.
Okay.
I will line this up for you.
How do you do yours? Just this or?
Whatever's comfortable.
We'll be about here
Yeah.
up, so you don't even need to worry about it.
Good.
All right, I'll have you take just one step here. Perfect.
After I break your camera, I apologize.
You will not. It's sturdy. I've dropped it a couple times, so you are not the.
HD thing where it's shattered.
Oh. Okay. First, can I get a quick mic check? Could you say and spell your first and last name for me?
Larry Lehman.
Hands-
Larry Lehman, Lehman.
Perfect. And your position?
I'm a BDC locator.
Awesome. So I'll stand over here.
Okay.
And we can just pretend the camera's not here.
Okay, perfect.
So, do you want to just kind of tell me the story of how you stumbled across this?
Yeah, I had a locate today up in Waterloo, so I pulled over to the side of the road over by the cul-de-sac and was getting my stuff out on the truck, and then I noticed how big the area that was, so I was trying to figure out how to get down there and then through the willows to go do my locate. And I just happened to glance over and I looked down and I saw a person with a black helmet, and it didn't register right away. I just kind of looked away, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me, and I was like, oh my life. And I could see that he was breathing, so I was super excited about that. So I got on the phone, called 911, let them know that I found somebody that's in the water and that they needed to get there. And so they told me to stay up there, you know, and wait for the fire department and everybody to show up. So I'm watching him, so I went back down and saw that he was actually breathing and kind of making little muffled noises. So I went back up and I flagged the guy down, and whoever that guy is, thank you so much. That was awesome, and he was the one that let me know who he was, because I had no clue. And so I got back down in the water, and about 5 minutes later, you know, we had the ambulance people and the fire trucks, and we ended up carrying him out of there. And the neatest thing was when they rubbed on his chest, to see those eyes open up. That is probably one of the greatest things that a person could see, you know. And I am so, so happy for the family, because I found out later that of the news reports last night and the interview that she had done, wow, this is better than winning the lottery. I think that this is going to be the greatest weekend ever in their lives, and I'm so happy for them.
So you had no idea, you know, of even like following the story. You didn't know who he was. You didn't
No,
know.
until that gentleman that stopped to help me mentioned his name, and he had just said that, you know, this guy's been missing for 4 days. So then I jumped back and called 911 again and said, hey, this is the guy you're looking for. And it was super cool hearing her voice, like the super excitement. She was dispatching it, and then seeing the ambulance and the fire department and the police, it's almost like Superman, their chests out, you know, and when he opened his eyes, you could just see, we were all high-fiving. It was pretty emotional. It still is pretty emotional, because I can't even imagine that phone call they got, the excitement, and I am so thankful that they get this time with him. It's not about me. It's all about him, because he was a true warrior. You know, unfortunately, he was in the situation he was, but it truly shows that he's a fighter, and he stuck around, and he's got a loving family, and it proves from what I've read on the news and seen reports. And yeah, I just wish them all the happiness, and like I said, I'm so excited for all their family. This has got to be one of the greatest days ever. So.
Have you seen any kind of response from the community?
Yeah, it's been a little crazy. I've been getting text messages from people. Facebook has been blowing up, especially my coworkers. One thing people have to realize is here at BDC, it's not just a company. We're actually like a family, and getting the responses I was getting from my coworkers and the owners, like I was talking to me, it's just incredible. It shows you that, you know, I'm at the right place, and God put me at the right place at the right time, and I'm so happy for that.
How were you feeling when you first, you know, just saw a person down?
It really didn't register at first, because it didn't, I guess, kind of make sense, you know, because you see that, and it's not that you dismiss it, you're like, oh, that's weird. And then I looked back and actually, it was his arm on his chest raising up and down. And I was like, oh my God, and that's when I jumped on and called 911. And everything transpired, and all these awesome people showed up, and now he's in the hospital recovering, and I'm sure his family is, that's the most important thing. This is family, they get to see him, hug him, and that's great.
When all of the police and the firefighters and the ambulances, when they all pulled up, what was the energy happening there?
Oh, it was, I think, because the dispatch had let them know, I believe, that who it was, they ran. I mean, they were down in that water, and then we basically lifted it up, and it took us about four or five pulls to get them out. But like I said, it was almost like watching Superman with their chests out. They were so jubilant, and afterwards everyone was high-fiving, and it's great. It's incredible.
Have you heard it all from the family?
No. And, right now it's all about them. Take time with him, and enjoy, smile, and but just let him know that I am so happy that I was put there, and the end result is he got to come home, and the family gets a great gift.
Are you from Cedar Rapids?
I live in Marion, but I grew up in Cedar Rapids.
So, way out in Waterloo, you really didn't know who this guy was at all.
No, and that's the funny thing about it is I wasn't wise to anything, because I'm only up there a few times when we get locates. We locate for Mid-America's fiber. So whenever there's projects or tickets out there, it's when I get deemed to go up. And it just so happened that I had this ticket for that corner, and chose to go up and do it today, and thank God I did, because I could have waited till Monday, but I figured we'll get it done. And so the end result is he's home, back home, and with his family. That's what counts.
How does that make you feel to have been by almost coincidence, in the right place at the right time?
It's overwhelming. It really is, because I think you always hope that you'll react and do the things you should do when something like this happens. But it was like natural. I knew to call 911 right away, get somebody there, and then it was just basically checking on him, making sure he was fine. And again, thank that guy that stopped. That was wonderful, because I was able to go back down and be with him while he was up there flagging down the fire department and everybody. So, I'm so happy for the family, especially his wife, grandkids, everybody.
Now, just for my notes, could you expand just a little bit on what you were doing up there?
I was up there to do a locate, to locate that fiber for Mid-America.
Okay.
So I had parked on that side because it happened to be that corner going towards their facility. So I had noticed that the colder how big it was, I was just trying to decide how I was going to get down it, and if I could get through those willows or not. And that's when it all transpired. Just happened to look left, and thank God I did.
Now, is this going to be kind of a fun story to get to tell?
Yeah, it's as much as it's a neat story. It's one of those where God put me where He did, and it's an exciting story, not for me, but for that family and all the grandkids and everybody that looks for Grandpa and can't wait to get those hugs. Guess what? Now they do. And so I'm just happy I was there doing my job, and and he's home.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No. Again, just want to really say to the wife, I'm so happy for her and the family. Just keep those smiles, and just enjoy your moments.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.